Summer's already here. Do you have the right sunscreen? Is it the right SPF number? How much did you pay for it? Does that matter? Don't want your friends to shun you, do you? At the beach, you'll have sand kicked in your face if you have the wrong product. Better stay tuned to avoid your fate. But if you're planning to get in a little action this summer, you better use protection.
Sunburns.
No, Nicey, not the kind of protection. No, not that kind. This kind. But still, here's the rub nonetheless. The FDA says too many of us have a false sense of security about our sunscreens, wrongly believing they all protect against aging and skin cancer, when really many sunscreens only protect against sunburn. Federally mandated new labels are going to come out, but they're not going to come out till December. They will spell out exactly what type of protection we're getting and how long it lasts. But, of course, there's an entire summer between now and December. So here with us to give us some tips on sunscreen is dermatologist from Upland, Dr. Sandra Lee. And we appreciate you being here. So
absolutely. Start
off with what we really have to look for on the label, because you can't just go by name brand, right?
Yes, really. It's really disturbing, actually. I've been to the department store and I went to see the fancy makeups, Kiehl's, Shiseido, Clinique, Lancome, and if you look at the jars, you actually will notice that they may say that they're sunscreens, but they're not properly protecting you.
So SPF on the label does not...
SPF just means UVB protection. It has nothing to do with UVA, and we know that UVA also causes skin cancer and certainly leads to early sun wrinkling, wrinkling from the sun, photoaging.
And you are upset about this because you've actually had patients come in and tell you what?
Well, a lot of my female patients will say, yeah, I wear sunscreen every day because it's in my makeup. It's in my foundation, or it's in my moisturizer, but they are deceiving, because here I have a bunch of products that I bought from the department store. They're very fancy. They can range from $30 to $130. And really, all of these that we have here, there's only one that actually blocks UVA rays.
Hey, Randy,
and they all say they're sunscreens.
Can you go in on those ones to the right?
Side.
Yeah,
so
right
I have MAC, I have Kiehl's, I have Hope in a bottle, Shiseido, and Clinique here actually happens to be the only one of all of these that are saying that they're sunscreens with SPF 15 or higher. This is the only one that actually blocks UVA rays, and that means that it helps to prevent more skin cancer, and it certainly helps to prevent early aging.
Well, Kiehl's is an expensive product.
Yeah.
MAC is expensive, and they don't have those ingredients in there.
And so the thing is that the FDA is going to regulate it so that come December you cannot advertise that you are providing a good sunscreen without actually blocking UVA.
And now, Randy, to the left, that blue bottle says that it is ultra sweat-proof and waterproof. What about that?
They're going to change that too, that you're not going to be allowed to say sweat-proof, waterproof. You can say water-resistant, but you actually have to give the amount of minutes, whether it's 40 or 80 minutes, because there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a sunscreen.
But for this summer? If I buy that bottle that says waterproof, do I believe it?
You want to look at the back. You want to look at the active ingredients, and nothing's waterproof. You're not going to believe that. But what you really want to look for is certain ingredients, and that's the most important.
And those ingredients are?
Avobenzone is one, titanium dioxide or zinc oxide. These are ingredients that are going to block both UVA and UVB rays. So you're going to get good broad spectrum protection.
And Dr. Lee, what about the number on the front? I told you I had a dermatologist who told me, more than 15, you don't have to go up to 100. What do you say?
15 or 30 is the best. 100, it really is a waste of money. It's very thick, it's very greasy, people don't like to use it, and it doesn't really protect you very much more than a 15 or a 30. And at least those kinds of sunscreens are more comfortable to use, a 15 or 30. You're going to want to use it more. And the most important thing with all sunscreen is you need to reapply every couple of hours. You cannot...
No matter what?
Absolutely.
Even if I'm not sweating at the beach, but it's just...
if somebody puts a sunscreen on in the morning and then they say, I put it on every day, I put it on in the mororning. If you don't have it when you're driving home at the end of the day, you don't have sunscreen on.
Okay, Jeff, I know we're a producer, I know we're out of time, but can you put that picture up on the screen that Dr. Lee brought? Real quick.
This is a picture of a truck driver. This will drive home the point what UVA damage can do. Obviously, for 30 years he's been driving a truck. Through the window, it could be closed, it could be open. The UVA rays are coming in, and his left side of his face is certainly much older than the right.
And you know what? I do the same thing when I drive to work. It's always on the driver's side, and I have more redness here on the neck on this side than I do on this side.
And we tend to see that too, more sun damage in most people on the left side than the right.
Okay, apply every 2 hours, 15 or 30, and look for the ingredients,
Yes,
UVA,
absolutely.
UVB.
Then you'll be protected this summer.
Dr. Sandra Lee, thanks so much for
you.
bringing those in.